start the recording. And while we're at it, might as well go ahead and get this uploaded now so we can actually pretend like we are efficient and multitaskish. So that's what we'll do. Get that on YouTube because that will be fun. Although, you know what? This one version I had a few weeks ago was so awesome. Not because they sang it good, they just had so much energy that it was just like, it was awesome. Alright, we got this going, we got that going, we're good. Cool. Oh. Gotta actually make it upload, huh? Upload. Boom. Now, let's see how that recording is doing. Yeah, it's still kind of looking for its... Oh, there you go. A second. Still looking for its giddy up. But here it is. Alright. No. Alright. This is... How long is this? It's not that long, is it? Okay.
Fellas, I'm ready to get it up and get into it, man. I want to get into it, man, you know, like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get up, stay on the scene, sex machine. Get up, get up, stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Get up, stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Wait a minute, shake your arm, then your phone. Stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Gotta have the feeling, shows you were born. Get it together, right on, right on. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, saying get up, get on up. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Y'all say, gotta set feeling, you gotta get it. Give me the fever in a cold sweat. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine, don't worry about here. Get up, get on up, stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Then shall I take it to the bridge? Take them all to the bridge. Can I take them to the bridge? Take them to the bridge. Hear me now. Come on now. Stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Way I like it is the way it is.
I always like
I got mine, you got it. Stay on the scene, like a sex machine. Stay on the scene, like a love machine. Stay on the scene. I want to count it off one more time. You want to hear it like it did at Top Fellas? Hear it like it did, like Top. Hit it now. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get on up, get on up, get on the scene like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, taste that, get on up, piano, taste that, get on up, piano. machine. You got to have that feeling just you were born. Get together, right on, 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 right on. Get up. Shake your money maker, 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 shake your money maker. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. One more time, top. Can we hear it like that? One more time. One more time. Let's get ready to quit. Can we hear it? I quit. Can we hear it? I quit. Can we hear it? I quit. Hit it.
That was fun. Alright. Save that for sure. Now, we're gonna stumble around through a football discussion. So that's going to be just a hybrid football discussion. A little bit of fantasy, a little bit of college, a little bit of pro, that kind of sort of thing. So, alright. First though, I got to take this picture. And, let's see. Oh, why don't I pose with my first masterpiece? Why don't I do that? There we go. Yes. Just in time for the holidays. Just in time. Save picture. Just in time. Just in time for the holidays. Okay, wait. Just in time for the holidays. Alright, back up. Just in time for the holidays. You know what? I was thinking I should be posing with one of these things like every single time I take a picture. No joke. Operators are still... Alright, just in time for the holidays. Perfect. Okay, boom. Now, we'll just leave this alone. And, once this gets into the point of finished with its upload, we'll get into the discussion about football. So, with that in mind, I'm going to take a short break and refill my coffee cup. And we will get into it, do our thing, like a football machine. Okay, that was the dumbest joke I've ever heard, but it happens. Okay, coffee time. And hopefully uploading will be done when we get back. If it's not, I'll do something amusing. Be right back. That's going a little slow for my liking. Gotta turn this channel. I don't like it when you start seeing these movies that have been on 2 or 3 times in one day. Not that I've watched them, but still. Oklahoma State against Iowa, 24-14. The Cowboys, are they the number 2 team in the country? How about that? Wow. Okay. They're having a pretty easy time with the Hawkeyes, which is college football, which we will discuss as part of our football discussion. But also, I guess we can start off with some pro football. I regret it because I actually love it when we have Thursday night football. And there was Thursday night football last night on NFL Network. But then again, I was at the stupid community college for like an ungodly amount of time, so I would have missed it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's probably why I missed it. Otherwise, I would have been watching it. But I just think I forgot, though, that there was a game that night. But the Denver Broncos took on the New York Football Giants. And apparently, Tim Tebow engineered a pretty impressive fourth quarter comeback to lead the Broncos to victory over the New York Football Giants. And he played pretty well so far. And as a rookie, I don't know all the details and statistics on him, but he for a rookie, he played pretty well. They've won some games under him. I think they might be like 3-1 or 4-0 or something like that since he started. So that's really all that matters. I'll be honest, I didn't watch a terrible amount of him during his college days because he's in the SEC, and I like to watch Pac-10. But I did watch enough of him to know that he wins. And that seems to be kind of like the modus operandi in the NFL. He's just winning. There was a lot of skepticism about Tim Tebow when he came out of college as to whether or not he would be able to play in the NFL. And if he did play in the NFL, whether or not he would be able to play at quarterback, because the big knock on him was he was too slow. And evidently he's playing quarterback and he's having some success. So interesting. But that was what happened last night, and that's kind of an upset victory, you would have to think, with the New York Giants losing to the Broncos. Although I believe it was in Denver, so not as much of an upset as you would think. But the Denver Broncos find themselves in the thick of it in the AFC West. Once we get that upload done, and I'll get on that computer, start looking at some of the statistics and what have you. But I'll look at like the different divisions and who's doing what. But I believe like pretty much every single team in the AFC West is still in contention for that division, if I'm not mistaken. I think you have like the Raiders maybe slightly in the driver's seat, followed by maybe the Chargers and Chiefs, and the Broncos are right there. But whatever's separating those teams, it's not a lot, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, we're getting into that time of year where it's going to be playoffs and that sorts of things. So that is one thing. That'll be one thing will help me get back into football and not be such a fantasy loser. Is once the NFL starts getting into its postseason. I love the postseason. And there's the upload. Perfect. And boom goes the dynamite. Alright. Bear with me while I get the YouTube camera situated. Let's see here. Eject. Okay. Alright. Friday pull this out. Okay. Now, let's get this erased. Can you? Why is this recording? How'd that shit happen? Oh, I just bumped it. No. Shit. Well, I can see how somebody with thumbs could have easily accidentally tried to trade Larry Fitzgerald for Mike Tolbert. Alright. Yes. Yes. Good. Formatted. Boom. Okay. Alright, so now we're starting off with a clean slate on this here camera. And then no. There, how's that? That looks better. Camera duck. Okay, duck and cover. Alright, so it's back to our football discussion. Oh boy, that's too high, isn't it? Too high. Sorry. Sorry. Too high, too high. Now, how's that? Maybe I lower it a little. Alright, maybe I'll lower it a little. Maybe it won't fall. Keep our fingers crossed. Alright, so let's get right into it. And, I'm a short little bastard. And get into the whole NFL situation. So, but luckily, for our purposes here, I can just kind of, we can all discuss this and go to one source, which will just give us a basic general reference for what we need to know. So, let me get on there. Okay. First things first, let's go to the NFL. And we'll just go through, why not just start out west, work our way east, then start our way east and work our way west. You'll understand what I mean in a minute. Standings. Alright, here comes the standings. We're going to look at the standings and the National Football League. And I said we'd work our way west, east, east, west. So let's go out to the AFC West first, where you have the Oakland Raiders on top of the division with a 5-4 record and just a half of game back is the Denver Broncos at 5-5. Then you have the San Diego Superchargers at 4-5, which is a full game maybe. I'm not a good mathematician. And Kansas City, same record, so it's tight, just as we described. We'll take a look at see who they play. Shut up. To do schedule. So with that in mind, you got this week's schedule in the National Football League. And I always get a little confused with what week it is because of the byes, but it's week 11, so nothing to fear. Alright, the Oakland Raiders. Let's start out with the top team in the division. They're at Minnesota. Now, in the past, that might be a tough trip for a West Coast team to take. All of, going back east, time change, Metrodome, but Minnesota sucks. Okay, so I'm going to say this is one of those rare years where Oakland is going to have a relatively smooth little jaunt out to Minneapolis and back. So let's just assume, for the sake of argument, that they're going to be 6-4. And that'll put them a game ahead of Denver. Next up in the old Wild Wild West, we got the Denver played last night, so it's going to be the Chargers and the Chiefs. Not playing each other, of course, but just respectively playing someone. The San Diego Chargers are at the Chicago Bears. And that is going to be, that's a nice contrast between the smooth little journey to Minneapolis and a nice little quick trip to the Midwest versus a hellacious trip to the Midwest for the San Diego Chargers. Chicago Bears, they may not be the best team in the league or elite by anyone's standards. However, they're good enough to where they can kick your ass at their place. And I think the Chargers are in some deep trouble. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Chargers drop. They go down to the Bears, and that's going to put them at 4-6, 2 games back in the division. And I like the Chargers, and I hate the Bears, so this is not personal at all, actually. I would rather see the Chargers win, but that's just my opinion. Then you have Kansas City at New England, okay? Now, the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion, are one of the most worthless franchises in sports. I cannot stand them. Now, I might have a little bit of a biased chip on my shoulder because you have a worthless quarterback in Matt Castle who's not throwing the ball to Dwayne Bowe, who's coincidentally on my fantasy team. But I've honestly never been a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. And note to self, I will not ever have another Kansas City Chief on my fantasy football roster ever again from this point forth. They travel to New England for a Monday night game at Gillette Stadium to take on the New England Patriots. Well, it doesn't take a normal person with a normal cognitive functioning to shut up, I blew it. The Patriots are going to be all over the Chiefs in this one, and they are going to win big. Big. So that means that you're going to have San Diego is going to go to 4-6, as does Kansas City, which for the moment means you have a 2-team race, a Oakland 6-4 and a Denver at 5-5. Really, those are the 2 teams that are in contention right now. But there is still a long way to go. So even if San Diego and Kansas City lose this weekend, I think either of those teams could realistically claw their way back into the race. And I think the Chargers likely will. So that is the AFC West. We're going to pause for a minute and kind of just gather our thoughts and get ready to move our way east slightly as we continue in the AFC. One moment. Yes, this is good shit. Alright. Now. Oh boy. This is where we gotta do a whole little we gotta upload this because this is some YouTube shit, you know? Come on, you son of a bitch. Alright. No, we're not creating a DVD. Nice try. Alright. No, thank you. No, thank you. I, by the way, threw one of the most successful Super Bowl parties in history at Jack's Place a couple years ago. That was the talk of the town. Let's see. Next. Okay. Description. Well, that's easy enough. Breakdown of AFC West. And obviously, we know what category this is. Sports. Football. Expert. I don't think analysis will fit. Now, it will. Wow. And now, this? No. And how do you spell that shit? Huh. What? Huh. No. Yes. Y and cis. Okay. I think I was right the first time, and I might have just second guessed myself. Sorry. Yep. Yep, that was it. Okay, so. Yep. Alright. And hell no, we ain't gonna put this private. Expert football. Expert analysis. That's a great tag. Upload. Boom. Alright, cool. So, what do we do when our YouTube is busy? I certainly don't want to sing a karaoke song and then not put it on YouTube. That would be horrible. And I don't want to continue the football discussion. So what I will do instead, maybe, is let's see, put us back on the feature page. See if anyone's saying anything we want to hear. Okay, this is interesting. I wish you could see it. Somebody with a mask on is singing a Maverick song, which is a Cuban country band. Interesting. That's wild stuff. Yes! That was a real dated joke. Okay. Now, is that just a graphic or is that an actual video? Pretty good makeup job. Dark Angel is the name. Dark Angel 2007.
But I don't think the worst has happened yet.
Strike one. Got it. Sort of nuts again, so. Nice work. Ooh, that was a fucking, that's an out. That's an out. So we're 2 for 3 right now. That was just a little can corn pop up in the infield. Probably would have, in the right situation, prompted the umpire to call the infield fly rule, my guess. Okay, who sang that song? It was Dark Angel, 2007. God, I remember Jessica Alba. Alright. That was a good song. That's a good song, good performance. I was really impressed, actually. So, wow, well, as far as I can tell, your voice sounds perfect. As far as I can tell, your voice is, I don't know how to spell vengeance, so I'm just going to put is sounding perfect. I was going to say back with a vengeance, but that's too much effort. Huh. Why is this cursor doing this shit to me? Does it know who I am? Perfect. Fun song. Great performance. Really, man. Five stars. Alright. That's it for that one. Because if we hear somebody, we might as well comment, shouldn't we? Good, yeah, of course. Alright. So, let's just get our attention back to our attention on the broadcast. And this is like our 3rd hour. Can you believe that? Sometimes you get into that zone and you just want to go. Alright. How's the upload doing there, my friend? Okay, well, it's about done. I could say, I'm going to do push-ups till the upload's done. And I'd probably be okay. So we went from the left side, but we didn't go from the right side. So let's go righty now. Oh, let's upload finish. Okay. 2 for 3. Second appearance from the right side. Strike one. Kind of got jammed there. And the upload is done. So, see if we can get around. Yeah, that was a double down the line. 3rd baseline. So two doubles from the right side. Not bad. So we're 3 for 4. Upload finished. Perfect. So now we can get back into our football discussion. Alright. Stop. Now we gotta disconnect this. Eject. Okay. Alright, now we can talk about the South. So, alright. But first, let me get this thing in place. Alright. Yes. Whoa. Huh. Are we out of focus? What's the deal? Huh. Very strange. Check. Oh, wow. No focus? Huh. That's very odd. Huh. Why are we out of focus? Shoot. There we go. Okay. But I just realized you gotta erase what we recorded. So hold on. Alright, now we're back. Hopefully we're in focus, or is it going to go through that whole rigmarole once again? Alright, so we're back, and we're talking about the NFL right now. We're starting to get into that whole playoff conversation. A little early still, but it's not too early to talk. We're going to go to the AFC South, where we have first place Houston Texans, 7-3, pretty commanding advantage. Over the 5-4 Titans. And then you have Jacksonville 3-6 and the Colts 0-10. So now some people are worried because for the Houston Texans, of course, Matt Schaub is out for the year and Matt Leinart is in. But I say nothing to worry about if you're a Houston Texans fan, because pretty much Matt Leinart was just being a game manager anyways. Or I'm sorry, Matt Schaub. Too many Matts. Matt Schaub was pretty much just being a game manager anyways. And that's really all he is a glorified game manager that's had the luxury of throwing to Andre Johnson the last few years. Well, we see what happens when he doesn't have Andre Johnson. Even when he has Andre Johnson, I'm still not real impressed with the results. So I think that you have the Houston Texans offensive line is very good at running the ball. Ben Tate, the backup, is having a great year. Not to mention the starter, Arian Foster. Business as usual for them. Nothing to worry about. Tennessee and Matt Hasselbeck, maybe they'll give them a run for their money. But I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more than the Titans can chew. The other two teams in that division, completely irrelevant. I know that's a pretty easy breakdown of the AFC West. Now, we're going to go ahead and look at the schedule. So, we're going to look at the schedule and see who plays who. And if there's, what are the opportunities as far as the Titans, and do they have games against the Texans? Because that's honestly, in my opinion, the only way they really get back in that race.
We'll put it back. We don't have a backup. You don't need one.
Yeah, you don't need one. Just like I said, for the Houston Texans, they don't need a backup.
See anything, Doc?
What is this?
The injury report.
Shut up.
Presented by Sonos.
Okay, did I really want to see any of that? No, I just want to look.
Stefania Bell for ESPN.com, and here are 3 key
Shut up.
injuries we're looking at heading into.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so this week the Jaguars play the Browns. And I mean, 3-6 versus 3-6 kind of sounds like my fantasy league. Irrelevant. Not my league, just 2 3-6 teams battling it out. One of them's going to be 3-7, and one of them's going to be 4-6. And nobody's going to care except the people who play on that team and maybe the people who root for them. As far as the Texans are concerned, I'm trying to find them here. The Texans, oh well, the Titans take on the Falcons this week. 5-4 teams, but it's at Atlanta. I think Atlanta's a better team. But we'll see what Matt Hasselbeck can do. He's had a pretty decent year in Tennessee. Resurrected his career, I would say, compared to where he was. And then who are the Texans playing? Do they have a bye this week? Yes, they do. The Texans have a bye because it's week 11, I remember. So they have a bye. Okay. Now, let's just look at the rest of the schedule for the schedule. I want to see the full schedule. for those teams, because in my personal opinion, unless the Titans have 1 or 2 games remaining against the Texans, that's the only way they're getting back in it. So let's just see. We're in week 12. Houston at Jacksonville. Okay. And the rest of their team must have a bye that week. Then you got Houston at Atlanta at Houston. Where is Tennessee? Tennessee's at Buffalo. Tampa at Jacksonville. Houston at Cincinnati. That's a tough one. Cincinnati's a pretty good team. I'm just looking at their schedule to see. It looks to me so far like Houston and the Titans have already played each other. I'm not positive of this, but Houston. Where's Houston? Houston. Here, Houston. Come on, where are you? Damn it. This is when my eyes start to really play tricks on me. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so Houston. Oh, 1 game there. So let's just do this. This will be easy. Okay, so we know they play once more for sure. So let's click on it. Okay? And let's look at, we'll compare the 2 schedules. Alright. Schedule. Yeah. Okay, so we're in week 11. They got the Falcons next week at Tampa Bay, Buffalo, New Orleans, Indy, Jacksonville, and they end the season at Houston. So they are definitely facing some pretty fair competition. Not exactly sure what Tampa is, but Buffalo, decent team. Tampa Bay, not easy. New Orleans, decent. Indianapolis, easy. Jacksonville, semi-easy. Now let's check Houston. Alright. So to see if what the difference is. Oh, I'm out of the frame. My fault. I know that just hurts. Okay. Shut up.
Great things can come out of sweat.
Can they? Alright, so they have a bye this week. Then they have Jacksonville, Atlanta, Cincinnati, Carolina, and the Colts and the Titans. So, you know, I don't know. Pretty similar schedule. The teams do play each other. Who won the first meeting?
Hi, Jim. It's me, Sean Cody, nose tackle for the Houston Texans. I just want to take this time to welcome you home.
Okay, well, the Texans beat the living you-know-what out of Tennessee the last time that they played. So, yeah, essentially, I don't know how well that Tennessee can match up against Houston, but shut up. Excuse me. Shut up. Please. Thank you. Alright. So, that is the AFC South. My final word on that was that it looks like Houston might have a slightly more difficult schedule than Tennessee, but not by a lot. And they play each other once. So, theoretically, I suppose Tennessee could put itself in a position where it could maybe have a chance to contend for that division in the final week, but I doubt it. And even if they do, I don't think they can play with Houston. So looks like the Texans are the team in that division, and no wild cards there. That is the AFC South. We're going to get back to you with the AFC North right after this. Alright. So, now we're going to do a karaoke song just to break this up a little bit. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And then an art commercial. We'll check some features, see if there's anything we want to sing, and if not, we'll find something. Did we already look? We looked, didn't we? I think we did. Well, let's search. I don't know why I'm in a mood to sing The Sky. Jeez, come on. Guess we'll do this one, but this is hard because we need somebody to do the high part. And it's gonna take some time to buffer up, and while it does, I'm gonna go get our next art commercial. Alright, we're back. We'll do this art commercial here after the karaoke performance. I like that. I'm liking it. I think we did okay today. Okay, it's ready. We're ready? Let's do it. Gotta raise this a little bit. I know this is gonna fall. I can just tell. Alright. Easy lover, she get a hold on you, believe it, like no other. Before you know it, you'll be on your knees. She's an easy lover, in her heart, but you won't feel it, like no other. And I'm just trying to make you see she's the kind of girl you dream of. better forget it. You'll never get it. She will play around and leave you and deceive you. Better forget it. Oh, you'll never get it. Now you'll never change it, so leave it. Get out quick, 'cause seeing and believing is the only way you ever know. She's an easy lover, she'll get a hold on you, believe it. Like no other, before you know it, you'll be on your knees. She's an easy lover, in her heart, but you won't feel it. She's like no other, and I'm just trying to make you see. You're the one I want to hold her and control her. You better forget it, you'll never get it. 'Cause you say that there's no other, till you find another. Better forget it, oh, you'll regret it. And don't try to change it, just leave it. You're not the only one, 'cause seeing is believing, it's the only way you ever know. Try to change it, just leave it. You're not the only one to see and believe it. It's the only way you'll ever know. She's an easy lover, she'll get your heart, but you won't feel it. She's like no other, before you know it, you'll be on your knees. She's an easy lover, she'll get your heart, but you won't feel it. She's like no other, and I'm just trying to make you see. She's an easy lover, she'll take your heart, but you won't feel it. Like no other, and I'm just trying to make you see. She's an easy lover, she'll take your heart, but you won't feel it. She's like no other, and I'm just trying to make you see. All right. While we wait for that to do its thing, we'll do our art commercial. I'm just trying to see. All right. Well, they'll see it when they see it. That's right. It's time for another art commercial. This is the third painting. Count them, the third, just created today. The paint is still wet, literally. This is the third painting, I tell you. Not even signed, and it doesn't have a name. So, if you purchase this painting, you will get the honors of naming the third Work by CALX. Yours truly. Perfect gift just in time for the holidays, and you get to name it. It will be worth a lot of money someday. And we'll get this in here, over here now, so you can see this up close and personal. Focus, focus, focus. Come on, man. This thing's really having a tough time focusing. Trust me, this is a masterpiece. You're going to want to have this in your art collection. This is a must-have for any collector. The third painting, just the very third painting, still unnamed. You get your opportunity to name this painting if you could ever see it. But trust me, it is well worth it, and it's good. Ooh, and the paint is still wet. And that is the art commercial. Oh, see, look. Look. Oh, you can't. It won't focus. Probably too much red. Too much red. Probably because my shirt's red, too. Alright. Now we're going to get this back downstairs so it can dry. And the recording's ready to review, so we'll review that in just a second. Alright. Shots it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and review this puppy. See how it sounds just for our own grins and Barretts. There we go. There. Alright. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Said it felt toned, but it was irresistible once I got there.
Easy lover, to get a hold on you, believe it. Like no other, before you know it, you'll be on your knees. She's an easy lover, and I'm hard, but you won't feel it. Like no other, and I'm just trying to make you see. She's the kind of girl you dream of keeping hold of. Better forget it, you'll never get it. She will play around and leave you and deceive you. Better forget it, ooh, you'll never get it. Now you never change it, so leave it. Get out quick, cause seeing is believing. It's the only way you'll ever know. She's an easy lover, she'll get a hold on you, believe it. no other. Before you know it, you'll be on your knees. She's an easy lover, in her heart, but you won't feel it. She's like no other, and I'm trying to make you see. You're the one I want to hold her and control her. Better forget it, you never get it. 'Cause she says that there's no other, till she finds another. Better forget it, oh, you'll regret it. Ain't no trying to change it, just leave it, leave it. You're not the only one to see it, it's leaving, it's the only way. You never know.
I've heard it. Alright. Okay, so why did I... Did I already take this one? Yeah, I think I did. No. Maybe not. No, I didn't. Cool. Just in time for the holiday. Makes a great gift. Makes a great gift. All right. There we go. Oh.